DEREISS. The floor, Fizzy. The cover from DEREISS. A man like DEREISS takes the win. The DDT. Austin with the cover on Styles. There it is. There's the win for Austin and VISAGE.
I will issue a challenge to LANA and Austin. Last woman standing, and I'm gonna knock your ugly, slutty face off your head!
Pac with the black arrow! Nailed it! The cover!
You jump! You jump!
COYLE pulled out the ref! COYLE pulled out the ref! We should have a new world champion!
Might be night-night for Pac.
Oh, Pac saw it at the last minute! Pac saw it at the last minute! No blow, no referee!
Oh, he's a proper bastard.
Again the black arrow! The cover once more! We need a referee!
4,
Here comes
5.
the referee! 1, 2, and 3! Pac's the world champion! Pac's the world champion!
Here is your winner! The winner of the match, as a result of a disqualification, and still Defiant Wrestling World Champion, RAMPAGE!
Wow. I don't know what to say about the witness there. Pac should be the world champion. It was only just COYLE was out here, but the match was still going on in the first place.
That has to sting Pac, no doubt about it. Look at what's happening to Pac.
Here comes David STARR. David STARR, the man who's going to face, well, I think he's now going to face RAMPAGE, because RAMPAGE is still the champion. STARR will face RAMPAGE in less than 3 weeks. That Built to Destroy, and David STARR coming to the rescue here of Pac. Championship match tonight on Loaded, another championship on the line, the internet title, and it could be the end of the most unpopular title reign in Defiant history. After 6 months of refusing to compete on Loaded, tonight Martin Kirby defends against Simon Miller.
Martin, you want to draw attention to the fact that Martin Kirby exclusively works on pay-per-view because he is exclusively a pay-per-view caliber athlete. I cannot believe that Simon Miller is even getting this opportunity.
What would it mean if Simon Miller, Mr. YouTube himself, became the internet champion in our main event tonight? It could happen. Stay tuned. It's going to be another big, big night. And if you're going to have a big, big night, you want to start with a big time player.
Is simple, one fall. And it has a 20-minute time limit. Going to the ring this time. From East Riding of Yorkshire, England, weighing tonight at 215 pounds. He is the professional Nathan Cruz.
Nathan Cruz, the professional, we say it time and time again, but he is one of the most accomplished, one of the most devious, quite honestly, in the professional wrestling game today. Nathan Cruz, though, feels, I think, that he hasn't quite got the respect he deserves thus far during his tenure in Defiant.
Well, the professional is spot on as far as I'm concerned. You're talking about a man who has travelled the roads for well over a decade, building the foundations that the young talent here in Defiant Wrestling, they're building upon. Nathan Cruz deserves more respect than he gets, and I get the feeling that sooner rather than later, the professional will take that respect for his own.
He's certainly done it before. Nathan Cruz is, whatever you think of him, whatever you think of his ego, whatever you think of the man's inflated sense of his own self-worth, there is some merit to it because Nathan Cruz really is just as good as he says he is.
Me? White Wolves.
You remember last week, unloaded this man's partner, impressive in a triple threat. What can he do?
Great spin, tonight, 180 pounds, representing White Wolf,
This is an interesting singles match because in many ways A-Kid is everything that Nathan Cruz despises. I've heard Cruz call him a flavor of the month, another internet sensation, because A-Kid of course has had impressive matches against Zack Sabre Jr., against Ricochet, against Will Ospreay, all of which have become viral sensations on the internet. As far as Cruz is concerned, this young man is just a flavor of the month. He's barely been around for a cup of coffee compared to Nathan Cruz's lengthy career.
Well, that could go for an awful lot of professional wrestlers. You talk about tenure. Nathan Cruz is right up there in the UK as one of the most tenured athletes that we have.
Bell rings, we're underway, and this could be another big win if A-Kid can somehow find a way. And they will lock up here. There's the double knuckle lock. Cruz with the wrist lock, and A-Kid trying to prove early on that he is more than worthy of Cruz's respect, but Cruz not one to give that respect lightly. He has seen it all. He's competed against all of the best from all around the world, and I think Cruz will be very interested to see if there is anything beyond just that hype that is surrounding A-Kid, or whether he is, as Cruz suspects, not quite on the professionals level.
Well, the professional, he is always professional, arguably the most professional we have here in Defiant Wrestling. If anyone can find out what anyone else on the roster has to offer, it's Nathan Cruz. And look at this already, Nathan Cruz schooling A-Kid. That experience coming to the fore.
Yeah, textbook drop toe hold, and now Cruz with the face lock, but A-Kid going behind, and A-Kid's got that waist lock applied. He's got his fingers locked together. Again, we said this last week when we saw A-Kid's tag team partner Carlos Romo in singles action, but it's the first time tonight that we've seen A-Kid in singles competition. Famously part of Team White Wolf, who on 3 different occasions now, in my view, should have become the tag team champions, but for some unfortunate circumstances.
You always find a way to get a dig in at the SCC, don't you? Always.
Hang on a second, now look at this. What's this from A-Kid? A-Kid looking for a single leg crab there, and boot goes up from A-Kid. A-Kid with the arm drag. He'll nip up. There's the drop kick. The speed of A-Kid, this young man from Madrid in Spain, as he goes for a cover. Just a 1 count. Cruz not allowing his shoulders to stay down for any length of time at all.
Well, Nathan Cruz knows that he cannot show any sign of weakness, especially early on in this match. So vital for the professional that he regains the momentum in this bout.
Very innovative submission hold from A-Kid as he's got his crossface applied with the arm of Cruz locked up, turns it into a pin, and Cruz cleverly gets his foot onto that middle rope to break up the pin.
Oh, look at that bone-jarring uppercut from Nathan Cruz. You know, that is why they call him the professional. The excellence of execution in that uppercut was second to none.
Yeah, vicious stuff from Nathan Cruz. A-Kid into the corner. A-Kid maybe the quicker of the two, which is one of the advantages he does have here. There's another drop here. That's what I'm talking about, as Cruz to the outside. Cruz wanting to take his time, doesn't want the pace to pick up too much here, or it will be to A-Kid's advantage. Cruz back into the ring. A-Kid maybe taking a little too long. Cruz lost his balance. Instead he sends A-Kid to the outside.
That was smash mouth stuff there from Nathan Cruz.
Yeah, Cruz improvising when his initial plan didn't quite go as he'd hoped, and now he's...
I think the A-Kid might pay now.
Yeah, he's doing some real damage on the outside. Now got him back in the ring. Head first, buried right into the abdomen of A-Kid as he launched himself over the top there.
Professionalism, as always, from Nathan Cruz, and now this is all about punishing his opponent.
Cruz A-Kid so hard into the corner, and I don't know if you saw the way A-Kid's head jarred to the right as he made impact with the turnbuckle.
He could be suffering from some whiplash after that A-Kid. He's firing back.
Well, he has proven time and again as A-Kid in the few times we've seen him that he is extremely capable of hanging in there, great tenacity, and that is what has kept him in the match against some much more experienced opponents, the guys I listed earlier.
Nathan Cruz wants a quicker count from the referee, feels that this should already be done by now. You know, Nathan Cruz almost takes it as an insult when his opponents kick out. You see the look on his face, sheer hatred when they dare to power out of his offense.
And you see that hatred coming through again. Listen to that from Cruz.
Oh, what a chop that was from A-Kid.
Yeah, A-Kid disgust on his own face, not liking the way that Nathan Cruz was talking down to him, and Cruz may pay for it. Oh. Maybe not, because Cruz blocked him, or countered rather. He ducked the chop and then hit one of his own. Snapmare takedown.
Talk about whiplash.
Yeah, there could be some more. There's a cover from Cruz. A-Kid somehow able to kick out, but you can see he's holding the back of his neck, and that is exactly what we're talking about. Cruz has done a number on the back of the neck of A-Kid.
Well, it's only a matter of time now, because the professional will home in on that neck, home in on that head.
Cruz picks up A-Kid and head first again. Once more, that damages the neck. Cruz is so methodical, so everything is pre-planned, everything with a distinct purpose, part of a wider strategy. That is what makes him the professional. It's not just a nickname for Cruz. A-Kid tries to fight back with those points of those elbows into the face, but Cruz not allowing him to get up ahead of steam here. Cruz charging to the corner, the double knees from A-Kid.
And just like that, A-Kid completely changes the pendulum of this match. It swings in his favor.
A-Kid goes behind, looking for a German suplex, and Cruz not going to allow that to happen. Nip up. The Northern Lights from A-Kid could get the upset here. Cruz gets the left shoulder up to ensure that doesn't happen.
Nathan Cruz feeling the back. That spine must be shuddering. The pain searing through his body must be intense. Can A-Kid capitalize and finish the professional off? It's a tall order.
Fisherman suplex attempt here. Looks like A-Kid, but Cruz fights his way out. Cruz going to look for the show stolen. Cruz with A-Kid on his shoulders. Instead, A-Kid gets him. He's got a choke on here. The body weight in the piggyback position. He's got him into the armbar, trying to hyperextend the elbow of the professional. Cruz may have to tap.
Cruz in dire straits here, has to try and reach out somehow towards that bottom rope.
Oh, Cruz is trying to get the shoulders of A-Kid down.
Or he could try that. Wonderful improvisation from the professional again.
Again, he tried to get A-Kid on his shoulders. It's gone a little bit the wrong way for him, because, hang on a second now, Cruz. The slingshot into the suplex. What impact from Cruz, the cover and a kick out from A-Kid.
A-Kid somehow finding a way to stay in this match. Newcastle showing their appreciation for a man who normally at this point, I said it during Carlos Romo's singles match, in that triple threat rather, he always has someone to tag out. It wasn't the case last week. It's not the case again for A-Kid. No partner, no help. You have to do this all on your own.
Yeah, totally different strategy involved in a singles match, and A-Kid is finding just how difficult it is to hang in there for a sustained period of time against Cruz. Or is he? What a counter from A-Kid into the backside for a 2 count again. Now looking for maybe a submission, trying to wrap up that arm. Armbar again, maybe. Into a crossface. Oh, crossface attempt. Crossface from A-Kid. A-Kid with the crossface. And Cruz this time is in the middle of the ring.
Smack bang in the middle of that ring. Nowhere to go for the professional.
I think he has the fingers locked, or he did. A-Kid only briefly had those 2 hands locked together, and that may be the only thing that prevented Cruz from tapping out.
Cruz managing to cause some separation with that big strike.
Cruz will go to the rope. Big kick! That's where a tooth go flying.
Speaking of big strikes,
Now looking for the fisherman suplex. He's got it. The fingers hooked together, and Cruz somehow found a way to kick out. I have no idea how.
that's why he is the professional. Nathan Cruz, meticulous in everything he does, somehow finds a way at 2 7/8 to come out of that pinfall and stay in this match. It's not looking good for the professional, I'll say that.
No, A-Kid just took a glance at the top turnbuckle, had a quick think about it, and now he's going up there. A-Kid headed to the top floor. Cruz rolls out of the way.
Intelligence, Bradshaw. It'll get you everywhere in life.
A-Kid going to have to obviously change plans, going to try and grab Cruz back from the apron. And Cruz chop in the throat. Oh, now hang on a second, what's this now from Cruz? Oh. Cruz to DDT!
Head first.
There's David Starr influence there, the Cherry Mint DDT, apron DDT. We see the product do that.
Wait a minute now. A smile from Cruz, and
Well, speaking of David Starr,
this looks familiar.
it certainly does. This is the Republican Remorse, the submission hold, that trademark submission hold of David Starr. What is this?
Nathan Cruz sending a message, perhaps, to the product.
He's had to tap. He's had to tap. A-Kid tap to the Republican Remorse. What was that?
Here is your winner, as a result of a submission, the professional, Nathan Cruz!
As I said, Nathan Cruz, whenever he does anything, there is a reason. There is a message behind it. Do not think for one moment that there was not something very deliberate about the fact that Cruz using the moves of David Starr. Let's go to Stevie and see if he can get a word with Nathan Cruz.
Well, thank you, Mr. Dave Bradshaw. We're heading oh so close to Built to Destroy, but I would very much like to speak to this man, calls himself the professional. Great victory tonight, but a surprising ending, perhaps, picking up the win with a submission.
Yeah, and everybody in here knows what relevance that submission just had there. See, I've not forgotten about my business with David Starr. And as far as a kid goes, he is just another a kid coming in here to British wrestling, the scene that I helped build, to try and get himself over. Just like Amari, one of your flavours of the month. And where's Amari now? Yeah, we haven't seen him here in Defiant since I knocked his teeth down his throat and humiliated him in Manchester. So kid, I hope you enjoyed your time here. You can sod off to the WWE now and do what everybody else does there. Go and get frustrated and then beg for your release and then come back here, because I'll still be owning British wrestling.
Wow.
Hey, shut up. I don't need your approval. And that gets me on to my next point, as a matter of fact. Simon Miller. Yeah, a glorified YouTuber. As far as I'm concerned, should be on that side of the guardrails and not in this ring with any professional wrestler, let alone the internet champion, one of the very best in Great Britain, Martin Kirby. So later tonight, when that match takes place, I'm going to sit back with a Jim Beam, put my feet up, puff on a cigar, and watch as Martin Kirby wipes the floor with your YouTube star. Because let's face it, he's no place in that ring with someone like Kirby or someone like me. Because what me and Martin Kirby have in common is that from head to toe, we are 100% pro.
Well, that remains to be seen. He's full of win tonight, the professional Nathan Cruz.
I would just like to address something and make it perfectly clear. Now, the actions of one mad German have forced me to take a short leave of absence from Defiant. But I have been announced to face my good friend, Chief Deputy Dunn, for his No Fun Championship. And I can guarantee you, I will be there. And it's going to be hella fun. See you, Chief.
Right, says the bench, yeah?
Okay.
10 reps, £400. There it is again. Because I did it 2 sets.
Okay.
You know what's coming next, don't you? Yeah?
What
To
is
get
it
these
then?
biceps popping,
Yo!
these quads dropping, you know what I got to do, don't you?
What you gotta do?
3rd set.
Ras,
Just all it is, for Shreddy, clanging and banging.
Now, that is impressive and all of that. I hit gym too, but it's not as impressive as getting the P.
Well, I don't know about that.
P Skrilla.
Come on, DEREISS. You know, you want to make those gains, you want to make those pounds, but you want to
Yeah,
make
man.
those gains
don't
as
get
well,
both.
don't you?
It's the balance in between,
Hey,
bro.
DEREISS, a bit.
Yo, bro.
What are you doing here? Leave now. Look at it, piece of shit. Right.
bro.
Hey, look. Hey,
Yo.
I've been looking for you everywhere, man. I've been looking for you everywhere.
Okay.
See, last week, you were really impressive, man. You were really impressive. That triple threat, yeah, I honestly didn't think you'd come out winning, but you came out shining, man. That 450, unbelievable. So,
Thanks, man.
I know you've been asking, you've been knocking on my door, you've been asking for those opportunities. I'm about to give you the biggest opportunity of your lifetime. You see, we have a pay-per-view down the road called Built to Destroy.
I know about that, yeah. Of course.
I have an opportunity for DEREISS. Man like DEREISS.
Yes.
And your opponent is going to be one of the best in Europe. One of the best.
Yes, I'm ready, man.
Man like DEREISS,
Okay.
you are going to be fighting Lucky Kid.
Sick, man. Yo, I respect that a lot. I've been working hard, but after the match, he's gonna have to go by Unlucky Kid, because, you know, man's got some momentum. I'm gassed up, bro. Got firms it. Be good.
Well done. See you in a bit.
YG.
Wow, so 2 huge matches then confirmed for Built to Destroy. HT Drake has now confirmed he will be medically cleared to face his former friend, No Fun Done, for the so-called No Fun Championship.
And that's not all, because Mr. Cool, man like DEREISS, gets the biggest opportunity of his young career when he goes one-on-one with one of the best young wrestlers in Europe today, Lucky Kid.
Speaking of people having the biggest opportunity of their careers right now, RenBen are going to take on the tag team champions, SCC. It's a non-title match, but if RenBen win this, they will face SCC again at Built to Destroy, this time with the tag team championships on the line.
Contest is a non-title match set for one fall. With a 20 minutes time limit. Introducing first, this is the team of Dawn and Six, the current Defiant Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the South Coast Connection.
You know, the funniest thing about SCC is their total lack of self-awareness and just how fortunate they are to still be in possession of those tag title belts. It is actually quite remarkable.
What are you talking about fortunate? They were fortunate the day they were born. In fact, no, let me rephrase that. The entire world was fortunate when the SCC were born, because they were born tag team champions elect.
Well, fortunately for them, there is no chance of them losing the tag titles here. This is a non-title match, but if their opponents win, then they will have a title match against the same team at Built to Destroy on June 29th.
What a chance for RenBen to make it all click. Benji and Big Conor Renshaw, they could have a championship shot in their near future.
This is the team of Conor Renshaw. His tag team partner is the holder of the 2019 Magnificent 7 briefcase, Benji. They're collectively known as RenBen.
Or Benshaw. No, that sounds rubbish. You can't put that in a t-shirt, but RenBen has a ring to it.
Well, whatever you want to call them, RenBen, Benshaw, they need to get back to winning ways. Last time we saw them here, they lost, of course, to Tuck Shop.
Yeah, but that's because Benji, he doesn't follow Conor Renshaw's example. Listen, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Well, they had been on. Well, such a. Never mind. I was going to say RenBen had been on a winning streak up until that point, and as such, despite that loss to Tuck Shop, it's been decreed by our general manager, General Amin, that if RenBen can get the victory here in this non-title match, then they will get a title match, a rematch on June 29th.
What an opportunity for RenBen, but Listen, I view this as another opportunity for the South Coast Connection to prove you wrong, Dave Brad.
Yeah, actually done.
Wait a minute.
Already because Renshaw throwing him across. Look at the power of young Conor Renshaw.
And that's the same kind of power we're going to see in our main event tonight, as Simon Miller has a crack at the Internet Championship against Martin Kirby, as much as it pains me to admit it.
And second there, 46. Holding on to Renshaw. Ashley Dunn taking advantage. Six has tagged himself in. Body slam on Ashley Dunn from Renshaw.
Just raw bone strength from Renshaw.
Six jumps on top of his partner. SCC possibly getting a preview of what they might be in store for if this match does happen at Built to Destroy.
Oh! And this is why Benji must listen to Conor Renshaw. They are so much more of a well-oiled machine when Renshaw takes charge.
This team was formed, of course, because Benji is in possession of that magnificent 7 briefcase, and Renshaw, I think, pretty transparently wants to be in on that action. But since then, Benji has been trying to reform the character of Conor Renshaw. He's been pretty successful. Renshaw has been refraining from cheating in the last couple of matches they've had. To the back of the head, though, from Six.
And what is it you say the SCC always do? Cheat? Take advantage of circumstances, however you want to say, they find a way to win, and I think that's admirable.
Renshaw's faith in Benji's teachings, if you will, in terms of not cheating, may have been tested somewhat by the fact that he had the opportunity to cheat against Tuckshop, did Renshaw. He chose not to do it, and of course, Tuckshop went on to win the match.
No one wants to be a loser around here. No one at all, and Benji with that magnificent 7 briefcase, Conor Renshaw with all the potential in the world, they don't want to have L plates. They don't want to be losers, learners, anything. They want to be winners.
Benji's a back over the coach. But here's the thing, they may have lost the match, but what they didn't lose is their integrity, which is something you couldn't possibly understand.
Integrity and schmegrity. Who needs that when you're a success and a winner?
Benji backed into the corner of SCC, who again are looking for the night off at Built to Destroy.
Well, they might get it. They win here, they don't have opponents at Built to Destroy. Not scheduled anyway.
Slightly less likely to win now because Benji managed to get to his corner. He's tagged in Renshaw. Kelly Six knows there's danger here. Comes in, and Renshaw with a double clothesline takes down both of the tag team champions.
Conor Renshaw looking good. Rocking and rolling here against the SCC, but Kelly Six, as always, cuts his man off. Oh,
Mindbuster from Renshaw. Renshaw, the powerhouse of RenBen. Here you see it again, catches Ashley Dunn in mid-air. There's the body slam, the power slam, in fact, from Renshaw. The cover by Conor Renshaw. And Renshaw was just a second away from earning his team a tag title shot at Built to Destroy.
We nearly had new #1 contenders for those Defiant tag team titles. And now, if Benji, oh, here comes Kelly Six.
Yeah, Six has the leg. Six has the leg of Benji. Renshaw's going to get pushed towards Benji. Benji leapfrogs him. Renshaw lands hard on the outside. Benji now on the shoulders of Kelly Six. SCC looking for the double team and get it. The cover on Benji by Ashley Dunn, and Benji kicks out to keep the match going.
Well, I'm surprised that Benji had the wherewithal to kick out of that, especially considering his partner, Big Conor Renshaw, in agony down on the arena floor. And now look, talk about slick teamwork. That's what the SCC are all about.
Yeah, tag team's a little bit less significant when you've been coming in the ring and double teaming at will for the past several minutes, but there was a tag, I guess, at least.
They work tornado style. They're an old school tag team.
Now Ashley Dunn takes out Renshaw. Look at where Kelly Six has Benji in position. SCC won the tag titles this way. The cover on Benji and a kick out. What? Kick out by Benji.
What is it going to take? The SCC should be home and hosed by now.
SCC can't believe it.
Well, can you? The tag team champions, they believed they had the match won. I can't believe that Benji kicked out of that.
I'm not sure they have a plan B here. SCC is scrambling to think what to do next. Wait, Ashley Dunn is coming out. He's got one of the tag title belts. We've seen him use this before.
Well, it's important that you have that championship on you at all times so that no one steals it.
Referee is distracted by Kelly Six. Ashley Dunn's going to try and steal one here from Benji. Renshaw gets cut off by Kelly 6. Oh, clothesline by Renshaw.
And a belt shot didn't hit it. The bicycle kick to the face of Ashley Dunn.
Renshaw using his size and strength. Now Benji using some high flying.
Benji! The body press on Ashley Dunn. Will that do it? No, kick out.
Oh, praise the Lord. The SCC still in this match.
And now what? Kelly 6 is in front of us. He's got the Magnificent 7 briefcase, another tag title belt as well.
Casually laying that briefcase in the ring.
Casually cutting every corner. Kelly 6 though gets caught
red-handed by Renshaw. Oh look, this is a master plan, Bradshaw.
And this reformed character of Renshaw no longer approves of cheating, but Renshaw paid for it. He went face first.
But look, and now what? Oh, did you see what I just saw? Ashley Dunn hasn't been hit. Benji just struck Ashley Dunn with that Magnificent 7 briefcase.
Well, Benji didn't hit him.
We need some help out here for Dunn.
No. Referee didn't hit him. He didn't hit him.
Yes, he did, Bradshaw. Don't lie.
Here are your winners as a result of disqualification. The Defiant Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the South Coast Connection.
Pair of cheats. Pair of cheats. No, there was only one cheat in that match, actually, and that was Benji. Why did he have to use that Magnificent 7 briefcase? He has again cost RenBen a victory.
He didn't. You saw it as well as everyone. He didn't use it.
Oh, I saw it crystal clear with both my eyes. I always knew this little mutt was a cheat all along. But did you listen? No, you didn't.
Look in the ring. Look in the ring. I think Renshaw thinks Benji did cheat. Benji thinks Renshaw used the briefcase after preaching at Renshaw for weeks not to cheat in matches.
He didn't cheat. Oh, Renshaw!
There we go.
Renshaw with a clothesline.
Benji's had that coming, Dave.
Renshaw unloading here on Benji. Renshaw furious that RenBen are not going to get a tag title opportunity.
And here come the SCC. Oh,
Renshaw snapped and now SCC like vultures.
well, this is what cheats.
It's got Visage! That's Visage's music! Visage's music!
What is Visage doing here?
SCC are heading for the hills. Visage has always told Benji not to trust Renshaw. Visage has been vindicated because Renshaw has turned against Benji here. Headbutt by Visage. Cleaning house.
What the hell is Visage doing here? I was quite enjoying that beating that Benji was getting.
There is a true friend. There is a true friend of Benji
in Visage. Renshaw was always a fair weather friend. It was always about getting a shot at the tag team titles. And when that opportunity had gone, Renshaw snapped.
Well, Benji's asking for a microphone here. Benji wants a microphone. Benji apparently has something to say. I think he's probably got quite a lot to say after what just happened here.
Well, he's a cheat. Hopefully he's going to own up to it.
I mean... Visage, I should listen to you from the beginning. He clearly wasn't trustworthy. I thought I could change him, but... You know what? I was going to cash this in. I built a destroy with Conor, but how about I choose a real friend? I choose you, Visage. I built a destroy. How about me and you take on the SCC for the tag team titles?
I like that idea. Of course you do.
And one more thing. Just so they can't cheat, just so they can't weasel away like they did tonight. How about it's a ladder match?
Yes.
Visage, I think, likes it. The fans here in Newcastle certainly like it. And I guess then it's official. Benji is going to cash in the Magnificent 7 briefcase. He has not chosen Renshaw as his partner. It will be Visage and Benji against SCC with the tag titles hanging above the ring. A ladder match at Built to Destroy.
You just had to get involved, STARR, didn't you? And I get it. There's nothing in Defiant you want more than that championship. You just want to get your hands on that belt. And you started getting a bit of momentum. You started laying those ghosts to rest. Gabriel Kidd, you beat him. There's still those other things in the back of your head. 16 Carat, Walter. What happens if Rory COYLE gets involved? See, I saw it in your eyes, David, when you came out with that chair. I looked like I saw a ghost. I thought I saw an old version of you. Before the catchy nicknames, before you were Mr. Independent. I thought I saw a ghost from CZW. I know you're worried. What happens if Rory gets involved? What happens if I screw you out of the big one? So I better make you a deal. I won't be at ringside, built to destroy. I won't even be in the building. If you can beat me. If the old David STARR, the CZW David STARR, the violent David STARR can beat me, it'll just be you and RAMPAGE, one-on-one. So what's the catch? I don't want to wrestle you, David. I'm not stupid. I want to have a hardcore match. People have thrown around these names. Video nasty match, no holds barred match. How about we do something a little bit different? There's no rules. There's no countouts. The only way to win is for one man to knock the other out or pin him. But I'm going to bring some toys. So it's David STARR versus Rory COYLE in a video store massacre.
Well, we are on the road to Built to Destroy, but there is one more stop on the road to Built to Destroy, next week's Loaded. And what about this for a main event? A very daunting sounding match, the Video Store Massacre match. Rory COYLE against David STARR. COYLE says if STARR can beat him, then COYLE will stay away from the main event of Built to Destroy.
Well, we never know what to expect with Rory COYLE, and someone else who's been pretty unpredictable as of late, Chris Brooks, will go one-on-one with, get this, Laura Di Matteo as well.
That's next week. Right now, though, time for our main event on this week's Loaded, a highly anticipated match. It is the first time in 6 months, over 6 months, that Martin Kirby has defended the internet title here on Loaded. It is against one of the most popular men in Defiant, Simon Miller.
The following contest set for one fall. It has a 30-minute time limit, and it will decide the Defiant Wrestling Internet Championship. Introducing first your challenger from London, weighing in tonight 240 pounds, Simon Miller.
Simon Miller, of course, hot off that surprise victory over John Badbones Klinger at No Regrets. Miller, if he can win again here, if he can overcome the odds a second time against a much more experienced opponent, then he will leave here with his first ever taste of championship gold.
And what a nightmare that would be. Do you agree?
No, of course I don't.
Oh, here comes a real champion. Here comes a real ambassador for Defiant Wrestling. Here comes the kind of athlete that should be celebrated on pay-per-view worldwide.
He's also the current reigning and defending Defiant Wrestling Internet Champion, Martin Kirby.
I'm sorry, who's this? I don't recognize him.
What? Oh, you don't mean to tell me that you sit there and watch endless videos on YouTube in your pants, but you have never once logged on to a better video streaming service, Dailymotion?
What is this Dailymotion superstar?
Look it up, Google it.
Anyway, you haven't seen Martin Kirby on YouTube. for half a year because he's refused to do what he's supposed to do as internet champion and defend that title for free on YouTube.
He's a pay-per-view attraction, okay? Exactly, Bradshaw. What are you looking at?
Those brown trunks, for one thing.
Beautiful brown trunks. Who are you to besmirch the good name of Martin Kirby?
Who wears brown trunks?
Some of the best wrestlers on planet Earth have got by in their careers and won championships wearing brown trunks. And here tonight on Loaded, in your main event, your internet champ, Martin Kirby, will defend a championship wearing brown trunks.
We won't get caught up on the colour of his trunks, but we will get caught up on the fact that maybe those trunks are brown for a reason, because if I was Martin Kirby looking at the physique, looking at the role that Simon Miller has been on, then there is reason to believe that we could be in for another upset here.
So the colour of Martin Kirby's trunks is... There we go. Isn't that just wonderful to see?
Oh, what a gentleman. Yeah, Simon is laughing, as well he might, because I don't know if Kirby thinks that Miller was born yesterday.
This is why we are so lucky to have a champion like Martin Kirby in Defiant Wrestling.
Miller tries to take it in good faith, but of course Kirby, shock and horror, was less than sincere with that from a handshake. Miller got drawn in a bit there actually by Kirby, who in the end headbutted Miller right in the midsection. And that is where Kirby will have the advantage here. He obviously has a much greater experience advantage, and Kirby will try every trick in the book to put away Simon Miller.
Oh, here's the power game though of Simon Miller. Now that's something. As much as I have denigrated this man's abilities, he is still at the start of his career, and he has freakish strength, does Simon Miller.
As we've been saying, Kirby in recent months has only been a pay-per-view attraction. We are back on pay-per-view, of course, on June 29th, Built to Destroy in just a little under 2 weeks' time. If you want to join us, as the match is being signed thick and fast. Of course, we now know the tag titles will be on the line in the ladder match. We just found that out a few moments ago. If you want to join us on June 29th, you can join us from all around the world, streaming live at access.wearedefiant.com.
And look at this now. Martin Kirby has this match. Spoke too soon.
Kirby already had it in control, but there we go. The leapfrog followed by the hip toss from Simon Miller.
Simon Miller putting the boots to Martin Kirby. Look at the power behind that Irish whip.
Big back body drop from Simon Miller.
I'm shocked that Miller has lasted this long against a champion the caliber of Martin Kirby.
You're shocked that Simon Miller lasted 2 minutes in a wrestling match.
Well, come
Have
on.
a little bit of respect for this man's abilities, will you?
Come on, from YouTube to facing someone like Martin Kirby, of course I'm surprised. I thought this would be over in a heartbeat.
Kirby again, though, drew Miller in. This time, though, it was Miller who was smarter.
Simon Miller has Martin Kirby well scouted, even I'll admit that.
Yeah, Kirby has done his homework. Sorry, Miller, I should have done his homework. He watched a lot of Martin
What
Kirby.
is this?
Watches every bit of wrestling he can get on the internet. He gets a 2 count here, whereas Kirby, I think, has maybe been a little bit complacent. He thinks he's just a YouTube guy, is Miller, and he doesn't need to do any work. He's going to come in here and easily defend the internet title, but he might be very unpleasantly surprised.
Oh, look at this. Martin Kirby just takes control time and time again, and now with a big slap right across the back of the head of Simon Miller. You know, I like to say that Martin Kirby is the excellence of execution here in Defiant Wrestling. You know what that makes Simon Miller? The Tom McGee of Defiant Wrestling.
How we've been planning that line for a couple of weeks. Kirby is in control. And his execution here of Simon Miller has been pretty much going to plan so far. Right into the kidney, that right hand. Miller, of course, has had a very up and down year, if you'll excuse the pun, but he has had an injury that put him on the shelf for close to 9 months of that past year. And then since he's come back, obviously big success, particularly against Klinger.
Well, that was a shock against John Klinger, no doubt about it.
And that is why, by the way, whenever you say that Miller has no chance here, you don't exactly have credibility, because you said that about Klinger as well.
Move on, move on.
Yeah, whenever you get anything wrong, you have to move on without talking about it, right?
Move on quicker. And look, Martin Kirby, oh, that big chop. Went to the well-muscled chest of Simon Miller. Martin Kirby, no respect for what Miller does on YouTube or anywhere else. Again, he's more of a Daily Motion guy.
Martin Kirby, I'm surprised he even has internet.
What do you mean you're surprised even?
Well, he doesn't. He keeps calling it the interweb title. He doesn't even know what the name of the thing is. Kirby, though, is not really very good at technology, but he is certainly very accomplished at putting away opponents, and we've seen him step it up whenever the internet title has been on the line, which, as we said, has been exclusively on pay-per-view in recent months. But here we are on Loaded, thanks to a loophole that was discovered by our esteemed general manager to ensure that this match would happen on free internet on YouTube.
Pay-per-view is where Martin Kirby belongs, and you just have to look at the wealth of wrestlers that he has defeated on his way to becoming the finest internet champion this company has ever seen.
He's wearing down Simon Miller here, and Miller with that frame, as well put together as he is, it does require a lot of oxygen to flow around that body into the muscles, and what Kirby is trying to do is to starve the body of oxygen here.
And Miller not only carrying a lot of physical weight, but after what happened at No Regrets, he now is carrying some weight of expectation, and I think that Simon Miller might find that weight a little too heavy.
This is the first time in Miller's career perhaps that he hasn't been considered an absolute underdog. He is definitely the underdog here against Kirby, but having beaten Klinger, who at least he has a chance, there's an inverted atomic drop from Miller. He's a step ahead of Kirby here.
Sure is, I can't believe it.
It's that agility that we talked about again, and Miller a half second away from becoming the internet champion.
Well, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Simon Miller isn't a well-versed kind of guy. He certainly did his homework on Martin Kirby. He will have watched all the internet champs matches to date.
Kirby on the middle turnbuckle with that drop kick. Sends Miller down. Miller in trouble. Kirby goes for the cover hook select for another 2 count. Goodness me, what if Kirby wins this? If Kirby wins this, how long will it be before we manage to find a way to get him to defend the internet title again on Loaded?
I think if Martin Kirby wins this hard physical match, I think Defiant Wrestling have to give him at least a year off.
Really?
Well, why not?
Because titles are supposed to be defended much more regularly than that.
But come on, when you've got someone the pedigree of Martin Kirby with all that he's done for this company, how short is your memory?
Why don't we just retire the whole championship and just make him lifelong champion?
Well, what an idea that is.
Yeah.
I think that's yes, if Defiant Wrestling Management are listening, General Amin, retire the Internet Championship and just hand it to Martin Kirby for life.
We need to learn a bit more about the concept of sarcasm. Here comes Kirby, charging in at Simon Miller. Miller looking exhausted in the corner, but he had a little bit left. And Kirby hit the second turnbuckle, gets clothesline down. Back to elbow now from Miller.
And Miller again scouting Martin Kirby's go-to offense deep into this championship match.
Big body slam from Miller. Avalanche in the corner. Suddenly, internet champion in trouble.
Could we? We couldn't have a new internet champ.
Miller holding him up.
The power of Miller.
Miller, an absolute powerhouse at 240 pounds, holding the internet champion in the air for, 10 seconds there. The blood rushing to the head of Kirby. Miller, cover, new champion maybe, no.
Like Davey Boy Smith in his prime. That just amazing, natural, God-given strength that Simon Miller has. Martin Kirby, he's all at 6s and 7s right now.
I think Miller said it's time for the ups and downs. The ups and downs. If he gets this on Kirby, then because Kirby got out of the way.
And again, Miller had it scouted.
Kirby finished him with a stunner. A stunner from Miller, and this could stun the world. Miller with the cover. And kick out from Kirby. Yeah, you're right, that enziguri is one of those signature moves of Kirby, and Miller knew what was coming and ducked.
How much tape has Simon Miller been studying?
Oh, much more than Kirby has, by the looks of it.
Kirby doesn't need to study for his matches at this point in his career. All comes naturally.
Kirby gets caught by Miller. Miller again has him scouted right on the back of his neck. Goes Kirby.
No way. No way. Don't tell me that Simon Miller is about to make the impossible come true.
Kick from Kirby. Kirby to the ropes. Big knee right into the face of the challenger.
That's it! Sable Bomb!
There we go. Sable Bomb time.
Kirby smells victory here.
It was fun while it lasted, Dave.
Going for the Sable Bomb.
Miller again has it scouted. Miller can't get it, drops him! I'm at a loss for words to explain my surprise that Simon Miller has all this wonderful offense that has won so many matches for Martin Kirby, well scouted.
Yeah, well, Simon Miller, a student of the game, he has, as you said, he's done his homework at Georgia from Kirby. A little bit of inexperience again there maybe from Miller to get drawn in when he had what could have been a decisive advantage. Kirby will drop him down. He's got him in position for something here.
Martin Kirby now looking to put Simon Miller away, and here we go.
Kirby's got the internet title belt.
Going to give Miller an up-close and personal look at what it means to be a champion.
Maybe he knows he can't beat Miller by pinfall or submission, so he'll take the DQ, will he?
The referee, get your hands, your paws off that championship.
Referee's doing his job, and you know he is. Raspberry meat.
Low blow by Kirby, come on! Cover by Kirby on Miller, and Miller kicked out. Good.
What?
This guy have balls of steel or something.
Kirby is coming back over this way. Now he's got a chair. The title belt didn't get it done. He's got a chair. What's he doing now?
Well, I think Simon Miller has just ticked Martin Kirby off after kicking out of that low blow. This chair, it doesn't bode well for Miller.
Kirby arguing with the referee.
What is with this referee?
Referee getting rid of that
chair. No shot by Miller! Miller giving Kirby a taste of his own medicine to win the internet title. No. I can't believe how you just cheered that on like a giddy little schoolgirl.
So it's all right when Kirby does it, but not when Miller does it.
It's okay for your mates to cheat. I think that's what we're seeing.
Oh, Miller saying again it's over. That belt shot didn't put Kirby away,
but this might.
The ups and downs certainly would, you've got to believe.
Here it comes, nails it! The ups and downs on Martin Kirby, the cover by Simon Miller. Oh, Kirby got his foot on the rope. And Kirby, by the skin of his teeth, clings onto the internet title for now. That is why Martin Kirby is the man he is. That is why Martin Kirby is your Defiant Internet champion.
For how much longer? It could be a matter of seconds if this onslaught from Miller continues.
Supreme ring awareness from Kirby. Miller's on the hunt though.
Miller is following Kirby. He's stalking him back into the ring.
When he got caught, inside cradle, the small package from Kirby, and Kirby steals it. Kirby retains.
Here is your winner, and still Defiant Wrestling Internet Champion, Project Eagle, Martin Kirby.
Martin Kirby took Simon. Why are you smiling?
What are you going to do? You know what I mean? Simon Miller gave everything he had. He even cheated and used the Internet Championship to try and steal a win, but in the end it wasn't enough.
Well, I think that's an impressive performance from Simon Miller.
Oh, look at this from Kirby.
The assault. Miller's still in just single figures in terms of numbers of matches he's had here, and he came within a hair of becoming the Internet Champion.
This is exactly why Simon Miller should stick to YouTube. Stick to presenting those videos, mate. Those ups and downs and all the rest of it, because you don't belong in the ring with someone like Martin Kirby.
Look at this. Look at this. That's ridiculous. Trying to twist that ankle. What he calls it the prestige lock, Kirby.
You're a bit quieter now, Bradshaw. You really thought, you really believed that Mr. YouTube was going to defeat our Defiant Internet champ, didn't you?
He nearly did. Martin Kirby walks out of here, still the Internet champion. Simon Miller, though, can be absolutely proud of his performance, but for a split second on a couple of occasions, he would have been the Internet champion. Now, why is Nathan Cruz here?
Oh, excellent, Simon. What a performance. I mean, the performance that we'd expect from somebody like you. And by someone like you, I mean a complete pretender. Will you arseholes at the back keep your mouth shut? I think get a haircut is probably the worst thing I've ever heard on these shows, you stupid dick. Now, Simon, you proved exactly what I said earlier, that you are just a pretender. That's all you are. This isn't the 90s anymore. You can't just get a bodybuilder, put him in a pair of spandex and hope for the best. You're basically Bill Goldberg, but without the talent. You ask everybody this question, why? Why is Simon Miller in Defiant Wrestling? Well, I'm going to tell you why. You see, Simon Miller's got a bunch of divvy mates over at What Culture. And he walked up to those divvy friends and said, hey, I'm a big wrestling mark. Do you know what I could do? A YouTube channel where I review wrestling with no education on the matter whatsoever. You went on YouTube, you went on a universal platform as though you had some form of opinion that carried weight. And the worst thing is about your ups and downs show is that you get these mindless wankers to appreciate everything you say. And I did a perfect example of it earlier. When I mentioned that a kid would be going to WWE, he'd be so unhappy, he'd get so frustrated, he'd beg for his release. What did these idiots do? Oh yeah, well done, Nathan. Give me a standing ovation. It's that easy. You just give them the easy answers, and that is the only reason that they cheer for you, Simon. It's the only reason they care for you, is because they think that they can be like you. And if you want to be like Simon Miller, then you can. You can be a pretend wrestler, because you're not a true professional wrestler. And as a true professional wrestler, one of 13 years that's traveled the globe, wrestled in over 2,000 matches, I think it's my duty to give you some crucial advice. And that advice, Simon, would be to burn your boots, because you are fucking useless.
You're right, Kirby.
What do you want?
What do you mean what do I want?
What do you want?
Come to congratulate you on such an impressive title defense. Unloaded, wow.
Yeah, you should be congratulating me for even showing up. Because I've told you I don't wrestle for free on YouTube.
Okay, alright, calm down. So, I'm thinking, you don't wrestle for free on YouTube?
Nope.
No?
Nope. I've
But
beaten
you do
everyone
wrestle.
you've got.
Huh?
I've beaten everyone you've got. Why should I show up? I've beaten Sean Custom, Simon Miller, El Phantasmo. You've got no one left, mate.
Okay.
So, you know, that's the one and only time you're going to see me unloaded this year.
Okay, how about this then? How about this? You can't fight unloaded, but you can fight at the pay-per-view Built to Destroy in 2 weeks' time. And I have the perfect opponent for you, Kirby. The perfect man to fight you for your Internet Championship.
Go on then, let's hear it. Who've you got?
Coming fresh off a 30-minute Iron Man match victory, the local hero, Joe Henry.
Joe Hendry?
Yes.
Are you taking the piss?
Well, who better?
I've beaten him.
Yeah.
I've beaten him time and time again. Have you forgotten that?
All right.
Fine. If you want me to face Joe Hendry, one more time,
okay,
and embarrass him and beat him,
yeah,
just like I did last time, then you're on. Don't worry.
All right. Well, 2 weeks' time. I'll see you then, Kirby.